Well, welcome everybody. I'm Helma Paulson. I'm representing Screen Innovations because, as you perhaps know, Texas has been hit by a very severe ice storm, and they're dealing with Arctic temperatures, power outages, no internet, no water. It's really terrible. So I hope to do right to this presentation that Sasha, the trainer, has set up for you. And we have also on the line Shannon.
Hello. Hi, guys. I don't have Wi-Fi, but I do have my phone, so I'm on. So I can't see the presentation, but I'm going to talk with Helma. So we're going to do this together.
Yes. Okay.
Also with me, if they have a question or something, I can support. Okay, don't worry.
Oh yes, what you can do is then tell the question, and either Shannon or I, or most likely Shannon will answer it. No problem. And I want to thank Tecso for hosting this wonderful event and to make these on the spur of the moment changes. So let's get started with this presentation. Welcome everybody. Next slide, please. All right, so why we're here. Screen Innovations has always been known as a leading company when it comes to cutting edge screens and technologies. And we are making a screen material for every environment. So one of the things we're going to talk about is ambient light rejection, because they are the masters of that. We're also going over the different form factors. You have fixed screens and motorized screens. And also we're talking about the different tools that are available to all of the dealers and the distributors to make sure you make the best screen possible for your user. Next. All right, well, this picture is actually the inside of the space shuttle. This shows that, is this not the shuttle? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
So we were the first screen in space. Actually, NASA came to us to ask us to develop a screen for them because they knew that we had ambient light rejection material. So we worked with them and built a slate screen. So it's still at the International Space Station today.
Yeah.
So one thing about Screen Innovations is innovations is in our name. So we really like to innovate in different ways in the screen market. So as you can see on this timeline, we are the first to bring an ambient light rejection screen, the first to bring a zero edge screen to the market, the first to bring zero edge, a levitating motorized screen. Also Solo, the first lithium battery powered motorized screen. So we want to be always innovating. It's in our DNA.
Okay. Good. Next. All right, so we're going to talk about ALR, which means ambient light rejection. That's the different materials that fall under that. Can you go to the next slide? All right. So first we have black diamond material. Black diamond material was actually already developed initially in 2008. And it was that actually put Screen Innovations on the map, and it's still the very best material you can have. So world's best ALR screen, up to 90%, it rejects the ambient light, and it rejects the light from both vertically and horizontally. So very little light can reflect on the screen, and you can watch actually movies at daytime. So
one nice thing about black diamond is it also conserves the contrast of the projector. So it will have you also have the best blacks with the black diamond screen, even though it's actually a blackish material.
Right. It's 8K rated. It's an optical material. You can have it in sizes up to 150-inch diagonal in 60x9, so that's quite large, but it can only be used in fixed frames, not in motorized frames. Next. Okay, then slate. Slate was actually, that came in, I think, in about 2015 or 2014, about that time.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
And the reason why we had been trying to develop a larger ambient light rejection material, and that's why slate was born, because as Helma said, black diamond is for fixed or zero edge frame, not for motorized. So slate was very important. So we wanted to bring you the first ambient light rejection motorized screen.
Yeah.
So slate was born. It can go all the way up to 375 inches in fixed. And it comes in a slate 1.2 or a slate 0.8. So 2 different gains. It's 8K rated, and it can be motorized up to 200 inches.
Okay, next. Okay, here you see a comparison, but it's a little bit hard to see. Let's talk about short throw. Short throw is a material that has been specifically developed to work with ultra short throw projectors, so you can get really close up. But what is the nice thing about this material? It's a little bit ribbed, it has a special texture, and it basically does not allow any light to come in from the top. Actually, when you look at it, the material shows black. When you go look from below, then up, that will all reflect all the light, and then it shows white. So it also has a nearly perfect viewing angle. So this is, and that's 4K rated. A tremendous material that is also available both in fixed screens, Series 5, Zero Edge Pro, and also in motorized solo. Okay, then of course, in addition to the ambient light rejection screens, we also have white and gray screen material for dedicated light control areas. So Unity is here the first material, which is pretty new. Unity was basically developed for the purist. It's a reference white material. It has a 1.0 gain, so that gives you the very best color accuracy. It doesn't add, it doesn't detract, it is what it is. But it's a very fine material. Also up to 8K, and it has an ultra-wide viewing angle, and also suitable for most throwing distances. Then we have Pure. Pure White is available in white and in gray. For gray, for a little bit more contrast. The white is 1.3 gain. Pure is a very smooth material, a micro texture, and also you can use it up to 8K resolutions. And you can view it basically from every angle. You can use it with ultra short throw projectors and also with long throw projectors. So it's very versatile, and it can be specifically used in home theaters where you can control the light. Next. Okay, solar is another material in gray and in white. Solar is actually available what we call in an XL, in an XL size, because you can have it up to 375-inch diagonal seamless. We don't seam screens anymore. So this gives a pretty good picture for in the XL range or in another range of motorized and fixed screens. It's up to 4K. Now we go, the next step is, when did we develop that? The first AT screen was developed in 2016 when we had the very first acoustically transparent and ALR ambient light rejection screens. You know, up to that time, we had another material, which was Maestro, which is a woven screen, but in 2016, we got with the perforated screen. So this is Maestro.
Yeah, so I'll just let you guys know, we've had the woven screen material and we still sell it today, but as projectors upgraded and went to 4K, we wanted to come out with a better material. First of all, having an ambient light rejecting AT material was most important, but then we also developed Unity and Pure Gray and Pure White to also be acoustically transparent with our very, very fine micro, with the acoustically transparent material behind it. So the sound quality is close to a speaker grill. So it's a beautiful material.
Yes, yes. I think the audiophiles love the Maestro material, you know. All right, the next one is, and here we go, the other AT materials, slate in both, you know, both the 1.2 and the 0.8. So you have ambient light and a perforated material, and it's flexible. You can use it again in fixed and motorized screens. So very versatile. Then we also have the pure. In addition to the front projection, that's okay, Sergio. In addition to the front projection materials, we also have a number of materials that are specifically for rear projection. And if we go to the first one, we have black diamond film. Now, this is more for a commercial application than for a residential application. But black diamond film is applied to glass or how do you call it? A plastic type. Acrylic. I couldn't find the word. And you can actually watch it on both sides, but it is the best for, you know, when you have a projection and you can do it on a window. Maybe you have seen it at shows, but it's very.
And the nice thing about black diamond film is you can have lights behind. Yeah. So it works with standard throw because it is black diamond, but you can still have all that ambient light right behind that material, and it's not going to wash out the image.
Right, and it's very easy to customize, you know, for size. Okay, next one. This is flex glass, and flex glass is also mostly used in commercial applications, but this is a semi-rigid material that comes when it's shipped to you. It comes in a 2-foot core, which is a foot is something like this. So 2-foot core, and it can be bent. You can put it straight in a frame, like an in-wall frame or a regular frame. You can build your own frame. It's perfectly for edge blending. Also, you can use it for short throw projectors. You can get pretty close.
So and it also works at ambient light.
Yes, that too. All right, and then the last one is 360 material, which is a very interesting material, and you can find probably some very creative applications for it, because 360 material, as the name says, it is all around. So you have the rear projection, but you can see the front side and the back side both give a beautiful picture. So I have seen from dealers that they hung a solo screen that you can shoot a view from both the front and the back, like in a kitchen, or that people can watch it from the garden, but also from the home. So there's some very interesting applications for that. It is not ALR, very little ALR. All right, next. Am I going too fast? Okay, good. All right, so here we see a slide of the different types and formats of the screens. So we have them categorized in motorized screens and in fixed screens, and we are going over the different models. The first one is the 0G. And the 0G, if you want to go on to the next slide. Sergio? Yeah, there we go. Here's a picture of the 0G, and you can see it's a very elegant solution because the screen is lowered on cables from the ceiling. So, and these cables, when like this, you have it against the window. It looks like if it's floating in the air, you know. So it's a really elegant solution. If you can go one up there, no, one down.
So the nice thing about 0G is it has about 4.8 meters of drop. So you really have a levitating screen.
Yeah. And there's actually two versions. There is a version on this picture. You can see it is a wall mounted, like what we call an external mounted screen. In the picture before, you could see it was flush installed in the ceiling. And if we can go one more down, we can see a little bit of the specs. There we go. You can see all of the materials that can be used with a 0G screen. You can also see that the maximum size is a little bit over 4 meters diagonal. And you can go and you can have a maximum drop depending on the size of the screen, up to almost 5 meters. So that's quite long. If you have like those cathedral ceilings and you need that longer drop, then 0G is your best choice. And then there's of course colors, different colors of the cords, different colors of the casings, etc. So there's a lot you can customize on it. The next thing is the Solo Pro. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're doing good. The Solo Pro 2 is, as you can hardly see it here because next to the shades, you can see that there is the screen coming out from the Solo Pro casing. That it's a very minimalistic casing that houses this screen, and you can basically place it anywhere.
So when we developed Solo Pro, we wanted to have the smallest case on the market. And yeah, basically you have 3 different power options of lithium, low voltage, or AC. So, and you can also choose your color.
Yes. And if we can go to the next slide, Sergio. So here's, there is a basic, like kind of a silver one, and then here you see a blue one. If you go to the next slide, one more, one more down. Yeah, here you can see all the different standard colors. It doesn't matter what you choose. It's all, you know, you can just customize your own screen with these different colors of casings. And as a matter of fact, if you know a REL color, or if you need a custom color powder coating, as I can do that. They have their own powder coating machines. So if you need a very specific color, as I can help you with that. All right.
So we have done some commercial jobs for some universities that we can actually match almost to their school color. Yeah. So it's a nice selling point.
Yep, absolutely. So here are some of the specs of the Solo Pro. I'm not going to go in depth to it, but as you can see, the maximum size of a Solo Pro is also 4 meters. There's all these different materials you can use. And the maximum drop is 36 or about a meter, say that. Yeah. All right. Solo 2 is basically a simplified version of the Solo Pro. And what it means is that it's only available in standard sizes, not in customized sizes of screen material. And there's only a pure white and pure gray materials to choose from. If you want to have it customized, want to have a different material, then you go to a Solo Pro. Then the next one is the 5 series motorized, and maybe you're familiar with that. As you can see on the picture, this is also a flush mounted screen in the ceiling, but and it has here the black drop, but you can see that is also available in different sizes, and then the screen material.
So our 5 series material, our 5 series screen offers all of our materials besides black diamond, and it can go up to 200 inches.
Yeah.
So sorry if that missed a slide. I can't see. So.
Oh, no, there will be another one. That's all right. You're doing awesome. Okay, so what we see here, and I'm just reading what it says on the slide, it has advanced step tensions. It has, you can choose for a 12 or 24 inch standard black drop, but you can go up to 48 inches. And
one thing, Helma said something, that advanced tab tensioning. One thing that we do is we cut our tabs. We do not weld them. So over time, you will not have damage to our motorized screen. The welding tabs will not come off. You can also, our weight bar, you can move it down at the bottom. So if for some reason someone hits the screen and damages a material or makes waves in it, you can actually fix it on site. And you can also, on our tab tensioning on our cords, if something gets stuck, you can loosen one side or the other. So those are just very advanced things that we've done to make your life easier and preserve the life of that motorized screen.
Yep. All right, next. Oh, here you can see on this slide the differences for an external mounted screen and for a flush mounted screen. That speaks for itself. Next. Black and white color options for the casing. And then if we go one more, we see do one more, Sergio. I'm just looking at the time too. Here's some of the specs. So you can see it's the maximum size, and that's also the diagonal size is 5 meters and and 80 millimeter. Maximum drop, black drop is the 48 inches or 1.2 meters. And again, all of the different materials that you can choose with them. All right, then we have the 3 series. The 3 series, just like with the Solo Pro and Solo, the Series 3 is a simplified version of the Series 5, and you can only get that in standard sizes and with only one type of material. That's here, the solar white or the solar gray. But again, you can get it up to 5 meters. So there is, if you need to have a more cost-effective solution for somebody who can control the light, this would be a good option. Next is, here are some of the accessories that you can use with the motorized screens, either 12-volt trigger. You can have a solution for RS-80 485, and of course there is a wireless remote. There's many more accessories available for each screen, and that you can all find that on the website. We'll go over that later. All right, next is
on the 5 series motorized, if you order a 110-volt screen, you're going to have the wall switch, IR, and 12-volt trigger in the box. The low voltage screen is where you have more options. So the screen builder will walk you through this, though.
Yes, exactly. So now the next subject is the fixed screens, and we have pretty much 2 types: the ones that have a 0, like a small frame, and the ones with a bigger frame. So let's first go to the 0 Edge Pro. I would say that is our most popular fixed screen. So the 0 Edge Pro, we can see here, you can see here the black part on the frame That is the standard zero edge with the small frame. That all comes with like a half an inch, so a little bit over a centimeter. Oh, there we go, half an inch, a black velvet frame. Then there's also an option to make that frame bigger to 1.5 inch by adding a colored frame around it. And of course, these frames, like we saw in the previous slide, they are available in many colors, just like the Solo. Next. All right. Also, with a Zero Edge Pro, you can have the choice to add LED, either with a Philips Hue system or with a regular LED system. So you can actually pop that picture even more once you have that LED system on. And here are some of the specs again. Zero Edge Pro has all of the materials, including black diamonds and short throw and all the AT materials. So you have the full gamma available in the Zero Edge Pro. And also, I think I forgot, it should also have the 360, right?
360 is only in fixed, not Zero Edge Pro, because the way you have to wrap it around the back of the screen.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Thank you for correcting me there. Okay, the next one is the Zero Edge, not the Zero Edge Pro. Like this, again, this is the standard, the simplified version. Only comes in standard sizes, and it comes with pure white or pure gray.
So it's more of a cost-effective model if all you need is white or gray.
Yeah, and only a small frame. But I have to tell you, the small frame, the half an inch, is the most popular frame. All right, and then we have here the 7, 5, and 3 series. Those are all the traditional fixed frame screens with a 3.5 inch frame. If we talk about the 7 series first, that indicates, the 7 series indicates that it has black diamonds material. I'm going way behind my own thing here. All right, so the 7 series fixed specifications is the maximum size with black diamond XL material goes to 150 inch diagonal. If you look for the traditional black diamond material, not the XL, but the traditional 1.4 or 0.8, that one only goes to 120 inch diagonal. But with the addition of the black diamond XL, we can now go much larger. So a very good solution. In the 5 series fixed, here we have all of the other materials. Again, it has the 3.5 inch bezel. Maximum size is over 6 meters, so it's quite large, and in all the different aspect ratios. So that's where most of the materials are. And of course,
we also do custom sizes in the fixed or Zero Edge Pro if you have a different ratio or not a ratio, we can do it in either one of those.
Yep. Oh, we have 1 minute left here. Okay, I'll be quick. The Series 3, again, it's the more cost-effective version. Standard sizes only in solar and in solar white and gray. All right, what else do we have? Tools. Oh, we're almost there. The tools is, we want you to go to the website. And when you go on the website, on the right top, there is a menu, and you can actually get to a screen builder, a screen material wizard, screen size comparison, screen size calculator, the projector wizard, a flow. Oh, that's something else. Anyway.
So our tools, we develop these tools to help you, to help the dealer succeed in front of your customer. So the screen builder will give you all the drawings that you need. If we can't build it, the screen builder will not allow you to build it. The screen material wizard is also very important because then you can make sure you're picking the right projector lumens with the right amount of ambient light in the room and get the right screen material. So please use our tools. They will make you successful.
Yep. All right. Well, I want to thank Shannon. I want to thank Sergio and Carla and everybody at Tecso and at Screen Innovations. And thank you all for joining this wonderful event. And
Yes, thank you.
if you have any
If you guys have any questions, or if you forgot everything that we said, we can do personalized trainings with you next week, and email Sergio with any questions.
yeah, you're here.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Helma.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right.
Gracias a todos.
Okie dokie.